Good morning, my black family. I just wanted to bring to your attention, it's time for a change with us now. The problem we had is that we're so humble, so sovereign, and we always have empathy and sympathy for others. During the civil rights march and everything, we always looking out for everybody. Then when they put the pie on the table and split it up, we get the low end of the stick. Well, it's time that we have to change. I know it's difficult for us to become selfish, but we're going to have to do that now. We stand alone. There's nobody standing with us. So it's time now. If it ain't benefiting us, we're not in it. Just simple as that. Too many other races cosplay us, and they're good with. I'll give you a good example. Most of it's the Haitians. They come here and just like Dominicans dress them and say, black. While all the time you're absorbing the benefits that the black people here marched for, but then you're not black. You know, we can't tolerate this no more. We've been solo all since existence. The world has been against us. It's time now we shut our doors, close our borders. We can't accept any of them. We can't roll with them. Like me, what I'm going to do on this next election, I'm voting against birthright citizenship and deporting illegal or immigrants, period. And it's nothing to do with my dislike towards them. The thing is, they're unappreciated and arrogant. You come here and absorb everything we have here and all the things that the foundation of Black Americans built. You live off of it, but then yet you crap on us. You align yourself with everybody but us, and we're the ones who went out there in March to get you to be able to be here. A lot of these immigrants are taking more than they're putting back in. And they say, well, we work, we contribute to the economy. The part that you contribute is far less than the part that you take. We have homeless people here and veterans that we need to take care of before we go giving money out to people from other countries that come here. And again, it's not no hatred towards it, it's just the fact. It's time that we tighten up this thing. We can't feel sorry no more. So what? You call us racist. So what? You hate us. Remember, we're ratchet and we're ghetto, we're thieves and we're lazy. Let us be like that. But you're not going to no longer get our benefits for the things we do no more. Them days are over with. So you want to go to war with us and line up with other people, take a ticket and stand in line. We have been fighting the world since the existence. So the battle doesn't mean nothing to us. We're not afraid to die. We've struggled and fought since the beginning, the forming of this nation. So what you're talking about, your threats, means nothing with us. And I can tell you one little thing that you better be careful with a lot of these immigrants. Those Caucasians, not white supremacists, those Caucasians don't like you just as well as we do. I'm sorry, as well as we don't like the things that you're doing here. Not dislike you as a group of people. We can never do that. But they're tired of you killing our resources and coming here arrogant, and then they're getting tired of you trying to feel like you part of them and think that you got their privileges. So y'all pissing a lot of people off. And in the end run, it's going to be just like it always been, the blacks and whites here. And both parties going to be against all y'all immigrants. So think because we got the same skin color that we going to roll with you no matter what. Uh-uh. We did that before, and every time we do, you want to call us names and talk about us, you on your own now. We chilling and we sitting back. But I can tell you this much: next time the issue of deportation come up, we vote for it. Birthright citizenship, we vote that that be abolished because we fought. We sat here and we bled. We died to make things the way they are. And you can't come in here just because you get born here now all of a sudden you're now a black American. You're good to be a black American when you want the benefits, but you don't want to identify yourself as a black then. You're no black, remember? But it's cool with us. See, we are a distinct people. We haven't forgot our roots. We know where our roots come from, but our lineage is here in America. We are American. You have Haitians that say We're Haitian. They don't say I'm African Haitian. Jamaicans don't say I'm African Haitian. Cubans don't say I'm African Cuban. They identify their lineage, and that's what we do. But then it's wrong. We lost. We don't know who we are. No, we know who we are. The problem is y'all don't know who we are. Y'all are the ones that's lost. So you can act like us, talk like us, and be like us and hate us. At this point, we do not care. This is what y'all need to get through y'all skull. We do not care. You're not a threat to us. We're not worried about you. We're not worried about being deported. Because what y'all fail to realize before you come to this country is do your research, your black history. We are battle tested species. We have been through a war for centuries. Y'all coming here for a few decades, and all of a sudden you know more than we do. You know how the country run, you know how the system run. That's your shortcoming right there. You assume so much. You listen to the media and the propaganda, and you think you know it all. You think you got us pegged, but you don't. You can listen to all that if you want to. That's your downfall. That's your weakness. But as I said, black people, we're chilling right now. But we're ready to make this move. We're making a move against them all. Because I don't know how you feel, but I'm not having pity no more. I'm not feeling sorry for you starving in your country and war and all that. I don't have time for that no more. Because what did you do when you got here? You didn't show us no love. Immediately you denied anything to do with us and then jumped on the side with the enemy to go against us. It ain't happening no more. So, as far as I'm concerned, you don't have to speak to us, don't have to live with us, don't have to deal with us. We not worried about that. You look back at the Civil Rights March, you know the only people that stood there, and I was there. It's not what I read in the history book. Only ones that was there was the white Americans. Them folks was getting busted in the head. The dogs was sick on them. They was getting murdered and everything right by our side. So if anybody allied with us, them the only ones that ever did. Not the white supremacists. I'm talking about the Caucasian race. They're the only ones that did. Not once. You look at go look back in your historical records on the civil rights movement. You don't see a Jamaican. You don't see a Haitian. You don't see a Cuban. You don't see a Mexican. You don't see none of them. It's just blacks and whites marching. So to give me that stuff that we idolize the slave master, well, the Caucasians wasn't the slave master. It's the white supremacy system that was the slave master. Do y'all research. Don't come to America talking all this stuff that you read in the history book and what you heard on propaganda. You're coming here misinformed and you messing with the wrong group of people. We're able to help you, or we're going to get out your way. We ain't going to try to hurt you. We're going to get out your way and let you do you. So let us do us. So think about that when you decide you want to call us names and talk about us. All thing you're doing is projecting your own sense of insecurity. You're mad because we have a country that we claim is ours. You know, you're so quick to say this is a white man's country. You're just following propaganda. The thing is, it's not your country. You have a country to go to it. It must be a problem, whereas you have to keep running. You have seen Foundation Black Americans run. We ever ran to another country to escape this country? We sit here and been fighting it out for the last 400 or 500 years. We ain't went nowhere. But all you immigrants come here, run it from your country, and come here and try to claim this and claim you know more than this about this country than we do. And then you want to downplay us while you emulating us. It ain't happening, Captain. We've been nice for too long. But those days are over with. We rolling solo. So don't even ask for help. Don't ask. We're not unifying in nothing. I mean, with nobody. Mexicans, other blacks, none of them. We doing this by ourselves for our people. If whatever the vote is, if it ain't for us, we ain't with it. Simple. It's time we stand for ourselves now. Black Nation Rise.